I would consider myself a gardener, perhaps maybe not with the avid label on things, but I did notice as spring has come across much of the region in the DC area that many of the plants that are in my landscape and in my garden are actually dead and have been killed by conditions over the past several months. This is the rosemary that has been, for the most part, fried here by the winter conditions. My thyme that comes back every spring, it's suffering. The gardenias in my landscape, they are having an issue here because of the conditions that have set up over the winter months. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist and science teacher Ryan Miller. Let's talk a little bit about what I call winter kill, the conditions that set up this winter that caused a lot of damage to the plants in my landscape and also into my garden. And I'm not the only one. I've talked to the neighbors in our area and they are experiencing and seeing the same thing. So I went and did some digging. I got into the data and there's a couple things to consider. I define winter kill, the plants that have been desiccated or killed by the conditions in the wintertime, by looking at a few different variables. Now, this is from 2000 to now, and I looked at the median temperature that occurred here over the winter months, December, January, and February. I used median rather than average because I wanted to remove some of those outliers, those really high temperatures or really cold ones. I looked at the percentage of the area that experienced drought conditions over the period of September, October, and November, and I looked at the amount of moisture, rainfall, and precipitation that we got in the region here between that same period of September, October, and November. I weighted these in different categories and I ran the numbers, and guess what? The data actually indicates that factoring all of these things in, the amount of drought, the amount of median temperature, and actually the area's precipitation this past winter, 25-26, that was the #1 winter season that would experience and create harsh conditions for plants to survive, followed by 09 and 10 and the winter of 2000 and 2001. What does this mean? Most of the plants that are in my garden that actually didn't make it past winter, they're non-native species. Thyme, rosemary, gardenias, they are native to locations in Europe, Africa, and Asia, while the plants that are actually native to the mid-Atlantic, they're surviving, and not only that, they're thriving. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist and science teacher Ryan Miller.